Okay, and we're back. And okay, so we're starting out with a puzzle. So the goal is to get these to look like, well, the upside down shape of this, so that when it hinges to connect, it will, lock into place. Now, I'm sure you could probably, let's see.
Hurry it up, kid. The clock's ticking.
Yeah. Sure, you could probably, use some kind of logic to do this, but what I usually do is, see, it'll light up when it's correct. I usually just move it around until it lights up.
This one there?
Now, let's see. It kind of looks like that. That one?
That there?
Yeah, there we go.
That there? That there?
Okay.
It's 2 minutes till 7.
This
You better
there.
hurry it up.
This there.
I'm not sure if you actually take too long, if
That
it'll
one.
actually,
This one.
what'll
This
happen.
there.
There we go.
It's good to have you back.
Look who's here. It's that kid Shorty let in.
Oh no, Blue. It's the bad guys. They're here to pick you up.
Let's get him.
Well, now we're in for it.
It's her.
Oh, look, it's an old
The
friend.
Technoloptera. Beautiful.
I'll say. Uh-oh.
No. Stay back.
That dog is vicious.
Going down. You showed up just in time.
Yeah, you and the Technoloptera both.
Boss ain't gonna like this.
Why is the background green?
Maybe we should take a vacation.
Seems to me like they
Smart
forgot to put
kid.
something there.
We better get out of the open. Let's see what the Technoloptera has to say.
I heard your call, but it was garbled. So it took me a while to pinpoint your location.
Yeah, we're having trouble with the transmitter. But thanks to Sid, here we are, all fine and dandy. Except we don't have the revitalizer. We've got to get the revitalizer back before tomorrow, or we're headed for summer school. And who knows what sort of diabolical plans Muck has for the revitalizer.
I give up.
I think Blue's got something to tell you. Something about the revitalizer.
They're too dense to
Well,
figure
it's
that
too
out.
bad he can't speak English.
I might be able to arrange
Nobody
that.
can speak German.
I should be able to translate most of Blue's thoughts into words that will appear on the transmitter screen. Any word I can't translate will be scrambled.
I have no idea if
You can
the
figure out
quality,
what those
video
words
quality
are.
is going to
I
show
can
up.
calibrate the transmitter so Blue can speak to you directly.
Those letters may be unreadable.
Let's hope that transmitter holds out. Okay? Fire away!
Okay, here's the first round. We may have to do this a few times to calibrate the machine correctly.
Okay, Blue. Try to focus your thoughts. We need to know what you've seen.
No matter what, I will never, and I mean never, eat a
So the letters in those two words are scrambled. Yeah. And you've got to figure out what they are so the sentence makes sense. It looks like I can move the letters around with the cursor.
In other words,
What
it's
could that
another
first
puzzle.
one be?
Alright, again, I have no idea if if these letters are going to show up in any decent quality when this finally gets uploaded, because of my video quality is not the greatest. So I'm gonna just go ahead and solve the puzzle. It's Brussels sprouts.
That's it. Brussels. All right, Elroy. The next one should be easy.
Should be, yeah.
Sprouts. I will never eat a Brussels sprout.
I guess
As
Elroy
long as
says
you get
it,
the revitalizer back, I don't care what you eat.
so at least that way you'll
Elroy,
still know what it
I
says if
don't.
you can't read it.
Okay. Let's have the next line.
Don't get your kid. No hard feelings, but once
Yeah,
I fill
eposh.
you in, I'm keeping my strictly to
Hutzhog and Milphus. This is Spoey. Alright. So don't get your hopes, obviously. This should
That's
be
it.
pretty
Hopes.
obvious.
Don't get your hopes up, kid.
This one, thoughts. A little bit, difficult. Might be a little challenging to figure that out at
There.
first.
Thoughts. I'm keeping my thoughts strictly to
And this one should be obvious. You didn't hardly
myself.
have to do anything
I'm
for
keeping
that.
my thoughts strictly to myself. Blue, I'm crushed. Okay, is that it?
No, the translation library is not quite complete. We need to go through this one more time.
Okay, Blue.
Just,
Give us something
because
about the
game
revitalizer
says
this
so.
time.
The is being used for an
Ziltravir.
purpose. Dogs are in trouble. Must be stopped by.
What do we got here? Ziltravir, Ilv, Rugad, and Dingthim. Alright, let's see. So this, of course, is Revitalizer. Let's see if I can... There we go.
Revitalizer. The revitalizer is being used for a blank purpose.
A blank purpose. How about an evil
The
purpose?
revitalizer is being used for an evil purpose. I knew it.
These should all be really obvious. What? Oh.
Guard. Guard dogs are in trouble.
And, of course, this one is Midnight. Oops. Yeah, there we go.
Midnight. They must be stopped by midnight. Excellent work, Elroy.
That's it. You did it.
All right. Way to go, Elroy.
Yeah, don't get too excited. Like I said, this is a
why is it-
short-term arrangement.
That's going to be
You
very
sound
tough to
so-
tell on the video quality, but
And I'd
from
like to
me
get
playing
older.
it,
So,
that text
let's
on
get
the screen
on
there
with
looks like some
Okay.
Japanese or Asian
What did you find out?
characters of some
it.
kind.
Well, while you and Sid were working away on the revitalizer, I was waiting patiently under the table when I caught a whiff of, you guessed it, Gordon Smuggs. He planted a tiny listening device in Sid's room weeks ago to monitor your progress on the revitalizer.
But why would he care about the revitalizer? His chihuahuas already do whatever he tells them.
Well, he's working for the mysterious underground crime corporation, otherwise known as Muck.
Why would they care about the revitalizer?
Don't know. But I followed Smug's trail here. He managed to catch me at one point, but of course I escaped into a complex network of underground tunnels. I covered roughly 800 yards underground, headed due north. Finally, I arrived at an intersection, and there was Smug's.
But you wouldn't have even known about the revitalizer if it wasn't for me.
Nobody hoodwinks the boss and gets away with it.
That's right. Now we gotta do the reprogramming.
Evidently, Muck is working on a scheme that requires neutralizing guard dogs. I gathered from their conversation that Smuggs, having bugged Sid's room weeks ago, knew about the revitalizer and told the Muck boss about it. Only Smuggs claimed it was a devitalizer instead of a revitalizer.
Frontier and Defender to Drew doorstop.
I was about to leave when another thug appeared.
The boss wants you guys to help with the digging. We've got 300 feet to go before we get into position to devitalize those guard dogs. And we've got to be in position by midnight.
Clearly the most
On my way
frightening
back
of
to
them
report
so far.
this, I ran into some trouble.
Hold it right there, dog. Oh, come here, little doggy. Oh, you want you know.
I'm surprised those little tiny feet can carry them. Wow.
A put up a good chase, but not good enough.
Yeah.
My hunch is that whatever Muck is up to, it's gonna be big. And it involves converting the revitalizer into a devitalizer.
Where will it end?
Don't go soft on me, kid. There's still time to stop them.
Oh,
There
jeez.
goes the conversation.
There goes
It's a good
the
thing it
end of
held
the
out as long as
exposition.
it did. With that information and the Technoloptera's help, we're sure to stop them.
Now we have our
I don't
backstory.
think the Technoloptera should come with us. Muck might capture her. It's too risky. I hate to think of what they might do with her. You're probably right. Flash your lights if you can understand me. Good. You've got to let our parents know we're okay, but we're gonna be a little late getting home. How's she gonna do that, Elroy? She'll figure it out. Now what? Check out what I found while you were in the hideout. Not this again. I'm afraid so. Look what I found.
Welcome to the Big City Most Wanted website, where the worst come first.
I've narrowed the list of possible mob bosses down to these 8. Why do we have to know who's the boss? We've got to figure out what they're up to and where they are. This is a critical piece of the puzzle. And besides, judging from the grilling you got getting into the hideout, we won't be able to even get close to the revitalizer without knowing something about the boss. Okay. But remember, each dossier costs $100. That's exactly the amount of net credit I've got, so we can only pick one. We've got to study these rap sheets, and when you think you've got the right guy, press that button. Okay, let's have a look.
Okay, so now we got to figure out who the boss is. So our choices: the nickname, Xavier Hale, Gladys Blinch, Ernie Fusel, Dorothy Meeble, Rodney Maguga, Dr. Blandy, and Clint Beastwood, who looks more like Arnold Schwarzenegger than Clint Eastwood, but anyway.
The nickname. The nickname, a.k.a. the Termite, a.k.a. Swizzle Stick, a.k.a. Spoons, a.k.a. Three of a Kind, etc., etc.
In other words, he'll probably go by any nickname.
Tools used in commission of crimes. Whatever is recommended in the current issue of Thug Digest. Education. When only 3 credits short of graduating with honors from Big City U, was expelled for plagiarizing a What I Want to Be When I Grow Up essay.
Interesting.
Known hangouts. Has been spending a lot of time at the waterfront. Consequently, prefers the nickname Barnacles for the moment. M.O. Has tried it all, but especially likes any crime that lets him disguise his appearance or voice. Crimes like shoplifting and telephone scams.
Interesting. That's a lot of crimes to commit.
Habits. Always leaves a building by a tiny window or secret exit. It's more mysterious that way.
Yes, as opposed to being practical.
Personality, hobbies. Unable to concentrate long enough to plan and pull off an elaborate job.
Well, that pretty much tells us that he's probably not the boss.
Favorite candy. Likes whatever's around or whatever that year's Criminal of the Year favors.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What do you think, Sid? It's a tough call. You're gonna have to make it, Elroy. You were the one in the hideout, so you know more than I do about these guys. Let's check out the other rap sheets.
Yes, let's look at the
Xavier Hale. What a face. Xavier Hale Jr., a.k.a. the Yodeler. Tools used in commission of crimes. Uses yodeling and a variety of high-tech electronic equipment for jamming police radio frequencies.
yodeling, huh?
Education. Was smuggled into the finest Swiss boarding schools. Known hangouts. The ritziest carpet showrooms in the big city.
Okay, so this guy is all about the glitz and glam.
M.O. Engages in theft of any sort. Stylish theft most of all, and theft involving his trademark yodeling is preferred. Habits. Debonair and elegant. His clothes and surroundings must be tidy at all times. Prefers clean, blank white walls. Personality, hobbies, collects pirate treasure maps and antique shovels.
Antique shovels?
Favorite candy, any mint-flavored candy to ensure good breath.
Yeah, I don't think this is the guy.
Gladys Blinch. I hate to meet her in a dark alley. Gladys Blinch, a.k.a. Granny Knot.
Creepy.
Tools used in commission of crimes. Special hat pin can crack almost any lock invented. Education. Graduate of the Powder Room Charm School. Was voted 1936's Posture Queen and was named least likely to talk with her mouth full.
I didn't know they had a category like that.
Known hangouts. Every Wednesday morning, tours the latest exhibits at the Gurgelheim Museum. M.O. Prefers cat burglary and other low-profile thefts.
Yeah, that doesn't sound like the boss of this crime
Habits.
syndicate.
Demands good manners from her underlings. No between-meal snacking allowed.
Yeah, well, clearly that's not going to be it. They chew a lot of
Personality,
gum.
hobbies. Generous, beloved by all her henchmen. They draw straws to see who gets to pick up her dry cleaning. Favorite candy? Keeps a supply of butterscotch candies on hand.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Ernie Fusel. Creepy.
Pretty creepy.
Ernie Fusel, a.k.a. the Brain. Tools used in commission of crimes. Surveillance technology. Trained animals.
Interesting. The trained animals. Well, there were a lot of chihuahuas in there.
Education. Was a professor in advanced preposteronics department at Whatchacallit University.
Preposteronics, huh? Yeah, I think I met a teacher of that once.
Known hangouts. Big city think tank and waiting pool.
Interesting.
M.O. Favors vault jobs, but will tackle any tough assignment.
Vault jobs. This is sounding like it might be possible.
Habits. Not the best housekeeper. Thinks too much to remember to clean up.
Okay, maybe.
Personality, hobbies. Memorizing the middle names of everyone in the big city phone book.
Whether or not, so maybe he's a little OCD, perhaps?
Favorite candy. Any soft candy. Loud food disturbs his thinking. And glob gum especially. The cud chewing action aids his concentration.
Well, there was definitely a lot of glob gum in that place, and they had a factory right near it. That guy sounds like he might be it. But let's check out the
Dorothy
others.
Meeble. She can't be any older than we are. Dorothy Meeble, a.k.a. Little Dot.
So it'd be, completely unexpected if that was in fact the
Tools
boss.
used in commission of crimes. No car, and her parents won't let her touch any fancy expensive stuff.
Would you?
Education. Currently in 4th grade at Mildred Blemish Elementary, where she's never gotten below an A-.
4th grade. So she's like 9 or 10.
Known hangouts. Her bedroom has been grounded for the last 6 months after trekking mud through the living room and refusing to take a bath.
Okay.
M.O. Always trying to prove herself, so she makes sure all her crimes are well publicized and that she gets credit for them.
Sounds like a good way to get yourself caught.
Habits. Hates vegetables. Constructed special pockets for hiding boiled cabbage.
Yuck.
Personality. Hobbies. She's extremely uncomfortable around all chairs as a result of spending so much time in the corner sitting in the naughty chair at home.
Naughty chair, huh?
Favorite candy. Will eat any candy ever devised. Has considered giving up her life of crime to become a full-time candy inventor.
Like Willy Wonka?
Rodney Magooga. A real winner. Rodney Magooga, a.k.a. El Misterioso, a.k.a. Stupid.
Stupid. There's actually a criminal out there who calls himself Stupid.
Tools used in
That's a
commission of
name.
crimes. Faulty ESP and a powerful computer that he designed, but he can rarely remember where he put the on switch.
Very good.
Education. Flunked out of big city kindergarten.
Wow.
Known hangouts. in front of banks, watching the thermometer change.
This guy is a little weird.
M.O. Highly unsuccessful, once arrested just for thinking about committing a crime.
I'm not sure that can be. Not sure that's an arrestable offense or an offense at all.
Habits? Still trying to perfect his bank job technique. Theft by hypnosis. So far, the most he's gotten is a roll of nickels.
Well, that's more than you would expect.
Personality, hobbies, prefers the company of animals, feels smarter around them. Favorite candy, styrofoam packing peanuts.
Wow, I think this guy escaped from some mental hospital or something. This guy looks creepy.
Dr. Blandy. Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Dr. Blandy, a.k.a. the dentist.
The dentist. Some creepy dentist? Like, that's disturbing.
Tools used in commission of crimes. Fear, mostly, and a fancy computerized chair.
Uses fear to scare people. Well, he doesn't have to try too hard.
Education. Only a mail-order dentistry degree. Known hangouts. The big city's most exclusive private dentist clubs, especially those requiring secret passwords.
I didn't know dentist clubs were a thing.
M.O. Always wears rubber gloves so he never leaves fingerprints or has to touch any germ-covered stuff. Habits. Obsessed with monitoring Globgum HQ.
Why would that be?
Personality, hobbies. Forces his nervous underlings to have weekly dental exams. One cavity and they're fired.
Unless he fixes it for them.
Favorite candy? Unsweetened broth bits.
Oh, God. There's a candy like that? I can't imagine that would sell very well. Let's check out this guy.
Beastwood. Scary. Clint Beastwood, a.k.a. Mr. Migraine.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some people who feel that way.
Tools used in commission of crimes. Doesn't trust complicated devices. Prefers things that respond to threats. Education. Big city school of interior design. Double majored in low ceilings and rooms with no furniture.
Okay.
Known hangouts? Cat shows. The mangier and meaner the cats, the better.
Cat shows, huh? Well, at least it's not the cat house.
M.O. Any crimes that involve breaking stuff. No swindles or cons.
Well, that should be easy.
Habits. Chews on whole walnuts, ice cubes, anything to grind and sharpen his teeth. Good practice for chewing through handcuffs. Personality? Hobbies. Collects heavy objects for dropping on his foot and straightening his big toe.
Yeah, these people are weird.
Favorite candy? Candy that helps him demonstrate his ultra He-Man nature. The sourest sour balls. Principally, King Puckerpuss. And extra fiery Red Hots. Favorites in this category include asbestos drops, volcano dots, and boiling slobber dabs.
Yeah, somebody needs to investigate the candy companies. They're putting out some weird stuff. Alright, well, of course, the answer is Ernie Fusel. Let's see, I think I'm way over time. I was hoping to do only 20 minutes, but what the heck, let's go ahead and
Ernie
select
Fusel.
him.
Ernie Fusel, a.k.a. the Brain. Fusel is known as a ferocious thinker, but that wasn't always the case. As a child, Fusel was dull as a doorknob. All that ended when he was accidentally clunked on the head with a jar of homemade maraschino cherries.
Could explain why he
began
doesn't like
pondering
them.
and postulating at an incredible rate. When he was only a teenager, he invented several numbers, among them 40 squintillion, as well as 13 2/3. Fusel's first
Somehow I'm
muck
thinking
assignment,
those numbers
right after
existed
he left
before
his
that.
first teaching position, was the now famous First National job. Fusel had walked through the bank only once before during regular business hours, but that was enough for him to gather all the information he needed. He was able to memorize the bank's schedule and calculate the guards' weights and daily caloric requirements. Then, on the morning of the heist, Fusel arranged for a muck jobster to underfrost the guards' donuts by the exact
So he's
amount,
like Jason Bourne, the
undetectable
Bourne
to the naked eye,
identity.
necessary to cause them to nod off from 3 to 3:30, the bank's slowest time. By examining the head teller's finger and wrist muscles the day he casually cased the lobby, Fusel deduced the vault's combination. That day, Muck made off with $500,000, 2 potted plants, and paint-by-numbers works of art, including an especially prized painting of a farm animal capering in the sunshine. This has got to be it,
I
Sid.
think we saw a painting
They
like
even
that
mentioned
earlier.
Muck. I think you're right, Elroy.
Good job, kid.
Let's hope we picked the right one. We'll know soon enough. The big question is, how are we going to get to him? Can't go back to the hideout. They'll be looking for us. We could tell the authorities, but just filling out the paperwork would take hours.
Hours we haven't got.
It's up
Or
to
days.
us. We have to figure out where that vault is. And dig our way to it? That's it.
Huh?
That could take weeks. Not with the Rock Crusher 200. Good old Uncle Rivera. Who's Uncle Rivera?
Yeah, who's that?
I'll show you.
This is a fun part of the game. I like this part.
There she is. The Rock Crusher 200. Looks like something Jules Verne dreamed up. Uncle Rivera wasn't much on following through, but he sure had a flair for design. What do you mean, not much on following through?
Yeah,
The Rock Crusher
strange
200
device.
was never fully completed. As usual, Uncle Rivera left a few loose ends. What planet do you live on? We've got count 'em, 4 hours to get to that vault. Relax, Elroy. It's a long shot, I realize, but it's our only chance. Fortunately, Uncle Rivera was a thorough note-taker, and there's all kinds of useful information around this workbench. Here's the list of components that still need to be fixed. Gearing for drill, calibration of laser, fuel mixture, and a battery. If I remember correctly, it's got some sort of tricky ignition system as well. You gotta be out of your mind, Sid. This is at least a solid week's work. Well, we better get busy then. If we're not out of here in an hour, we don't have a chance. And we've gotta get that revitalizer back. How about you fix the Rock Crusher while I try to figure out what Muck is up to and where they're headed? Well, it's not like we have any options.
I think I'll take a nap.
Now, how should I begin?
Well, we'll begin by ending this video because I'm way over the time that I wanted to finish. So, hope you liked that, everyone. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.